Eli Yastrib's log. Our first mission to the Lyrian Commonwealth could be a little bit better than it is. It looks like they've dropped us into the single most polluted planet I've ever seen. Hardly any daylight is making it through the clouds here, and as a result, our terrain is very, very dark, very, very gray, very, very polluted indeed. Even the trees don't look green on this godforsaken planet. However, that's not really what we care about, because the pay is better. We are doing a 3-skull mission as rated by the Mercenary Review Board for the first time, and as such we have good salvage options and even better pay scales. Alright, so let's start off as per usual by reserving down. This is doubly important because we are relatively well outnumbered. And as Darius is telling us, it is an ideal place for an ambush, but unlike our previous missions where we went against Clan Wolf, today we're going against the Free Rasselhog Republic. And that means that even their best mechs are slightly, well, less good. The main issue I'm worried about that you'll see with Inner Sphere compared to Clan is things like the sniper artillery piece on this Helipolis. Its area of effect, it means that you can't really dodge it as well as you can other things just by creative use of evasion, and that means that our light mechs are, well, going to have some troubles. And that's sort of the things, like, Clan mech combat is very quick, it's very deadly, there's a lot of evasion, there's a lot of guns. But the Inner Sphere figured out something that the clans never did, which is sometimes blowing everything up is still an okay option. So things like that sniper artillery piece can cause us some significant troubles. On the other hand, the Blood Asp is operational, and that thing has armor for days, guns for even more, and I'm hoping that it'll be able to punch us a hole through these Inner Sphere mechs. Keep in mind, too, most of them do not have good XL engines. We have the Inner Sphere XL engines that we'll be fighting against. The difference is that Clan XLs, like the ones that we have on our mechs, you can survive getting rid of a single side torso. The mech still survives. Standard Inner Sphere XL engines, if you lose even a single side torso, that's it. And it looks like one of their mechs, this Grasshopper, is taking a tumble. I'm kind of confused as to why that is. Maybe there was some pre-existing damage to one of his leg actuators or something like that. It's pretty rare to fail a roll for stability that early on. And our Gen 2C has been drawing a lot of attention, but fortunately none of it that impactful so far. We've lost probably, I don't know, maybe 20 points of armor overall, which, I mean, it's not great, that will wear us down. But let's see, which one... Okay, so the Insurgent leader, our actual target, is off to the right. It looks like these are both of the enemy supporting lances. So we'll run through them first, and then see what we can do. Blood Asp is going to be leading the way up onto the high ground here. 2 pips of evasion if I just walk, but we're a scary, scary clan mech, and we're gonna sprint, because why the hell not? Although I don't really like my options here very much. Let's see, yeah. Our sensors aren't online, I think that's what it is. So if we go up, usually it takes about a turn or so of combat to get your sensors online. So if we go up and we look at our hit percentages, yeah, okay, fine. Into Forest is a big one. Alright, well, let's see. I really want the Helipolis to die, but we have options next turn for that. Getting rid of the Blackjack Omni would be nice. The Roughneck's not really a big issue. Lots of Blackjacks, and a Grand Dragon. You know what, let's go in after that Orion. They tend to have XL engines, and yep, this one's no different. So if we can chew through a single side torso, that's going to be a dead mech. Not able to do it frontally off the first volley, but that's really no great surprise. We did get a lot of work done on his left arm, which is the exact opposite arm from what I'd want to have hurt. But, well, sometimes you just get what you get. Let's get working on the Helipolis, and the best way to do that, I think, is going to be stay in the woods, stay relatively far away with our Kit Fox, and then we can get that Gauss rifle online. At pretty good chance to hit here, 28% damage reduction. We're going to turn off the ER medium, and that should allow us to penetrate that damage reduction. And it looks like, was that a miss? Really? Nope, we did pound into his left arm there, not bad. Gen 2C, we can get a rear angle shot on a couple of things, and that's with the ATMs, which is pretty nice. Let's go in for the Dragonfire, because I want to take his Gauss rifle offline. Okay, good contact. Very good contact. Not enough for a kill, but certainly pretty close. Okay, let's get our Whitworth up and moving, and you are also going to shoot at the Helipolis. We're splitting fire a bit more than I would really like to, and that is going to be something that we pay for potentially, but on the other hand, I'm trying to make the most of the opportunities that we have for things like rear shots, where we can get them. Now, let's take a look. Okay, I like that. I don't like that. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's keep moving up and around this side. We're just going to see if we can flank completely around these guys. And let's get some shots in on the Helipolis. We'll use the Artemis 4 rounds to do damage, and then the plasma cannons to overheat them. Sniper artillery pieces, I think, generate reasonably high amounts of heat. So if we can cook this guy just a bit, he might be a little bit more reticent to use that big gun. No guarantees, but we have to try anyway. And then this is our other General 2C with the small pulses. Let's go right around. If you're concerned about the rear angle fire that I'm exposing myself to, it's because we'll move again before they even have a chance. So that's the goal there. That's dead dragon fire. Very nice. 4 salvageable parts too. Honestly, not the worst. We can only take 3 on this mission because I did want some amount of non-zero pay, which would probably help us out quite a bit, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go a little closer to this guy. That's some pretty good chances to hit there. Only issue is, these are inner sphere mechs. They can kick us and punch us a lot better than the clanners can, so this is a little bit of a risk, but I want that rear angle shot, and we'll see if we pay for it or not. In one of the last patches for BTA 3062, they were really death from above happy, so we'll see if that's still true. But I mean, that's a strategy that the AI can afford that we can't, right? Because if they lose one of their own, oh, sorry, kitten on the keyboard. Goodness gracious! I swear she jumps up here more often than anything I've ever seen, but that's fine. She's cute and cuddly and meows a lot, and I guess that makes up for it. So, Kit Fox going to the rear arc of the Helipolis. Not really the shot that I had wanted, but, I mean, it's the shot we have. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, not bad. I really want that big gun offline, but we should be able to get there, I think, with the Whitworth this turn. That's my hope, anyway. Blackjack moving forward, and we take a little bit of a pounding on our Blood Ass, but those look like just AC2s, so not really the most damage-dealing option there. And let's see what we can do with the Whitworth. I'd like to see if we can finish this guy off. Yeah, the LRMs have some pretty good chances to fire. We're going to maintain a relatively frontal facing to the rest of the opposition, just to make it so they have to work for any sort of vulnerable shot. And let's see what we can get. A lot of damage going in, some actuators destroyed, but that mech is still online. I gotta say, the Inner Sphere make them tough. They're no slouch. That's our target, who is approaching on the right-hand side. I'd like to get more damage done to the remaining Op 4 prior to having to engage that guy, because that could get pretty ugly if he has a nice firing arc on us. We have a nice firing arc on the Blackjack, potentially, but let's take a look. Helipolis, 74, 49. I'm not sure I can bore through that with the SRMs on 50% accuracy, so let's try and go for the Blackjack. And maybe we'll get a kill here? No, doesn't look like it, but we are cooking him, and that certainly is good for us. I don't know, I mean, we're still a little bit lacking in punch, right? So the goal with our missions right now, other than avoiding getting killed by a Blackjack, is to pick up a couple better chassis. We have good clan tech, we can do the same sort of upgrades we did to the Whitworth, but the Whitworth chassis is just not the best for us. And yeah, it's true that Inner Sphere mechs won't have endosteel. That does make them a little bit lighter than, than non-endosteel variants, but we can do a lot with some Clan Ferrofibrous, a Clan XL engine, and just upgunning with a bunch of better Clan guns. And we can get a lot more use out of that than we currently are out of our Whitworth 2, so that's the goal. We'll see how easy or hard it is to carry out, but I'm cautiously optimistic. So, this should be the Helipolis. My hope is he doesn't have good targets. Okay. Alright, well, he hurt his own guy more than ours with that artillery, but we did take a bit of a pounding on the Kit Fox, one that I really don't want to take. It's mostly left arm. We don't have any guns in there other than the ER medium, but I'm no longer in a position to easily replace that ER medium, so that is something that we have to be concerned about. And this should be a good shot, because if he survives, then I'll be really disappointed with our Blood Asp. But let's go ahead and shoot in. Full Alpha Strike. Yeah, there it is. That's a kill. Okay, and even the cat's happy about it. Hear that in the background? Goodness gracious. Anyway, Grasshopper is standing up. I forgot it's only his second turn, but that guy can't be happy about his situation. He's going up. Yeah, I'll charge in, I'll charge in. Oh, shit, no, that was my mech, not theirs. Forgot about that. It was our Medusa that got targeted. Alright, we've taken out a fair amount of their number and damaged quite a few more. The issue is we can't stand around next to this Grand Dragon, because if we do, we'll be exposing ourselves to a bunch of easy counterfire through lack of evasion. So we can get a shot on the Blackjack Omni. Let's do that. Gauss Rifle to the rear arc has a chance of taking out some of his armor. We're going to Battle Lord for better accuracy and damage. Nice. 30 points into exposed structure there, and let's hope it was CT. It was. That was rear CT. Very nice. Very, very nice. I want the Jenner 2 to follow up on that because we can get 4 evasion and still have a reasonable firing arc. We're standing a little close together, but with the artillery offline, that's not really so much of an issue. Dead Blackjack. Very nice. 5 salvageable parts. Okay, we might be going for a Blackjack off of this because there's another chassis on the ground as well, the BJ1. So we might be able to get better random salvage than we could with other options. Roughneck is pretty healthy, and I don't know if we're going to be able to scatter through there. Let's get right up close and personal, and load into the back of this overheating Blackjack 1. Nice contacts. Heat sinks destroyed, that's only going to make it worse. E-cooling crit. Yeah, he's not cooling off anytime soon. That is for sure. Okay, Blackjack BJ1's turn. He's even still firing 2 medium lasers. You're just going to cook yourself, my friend. That's all that's going to happen there. Yep, failed shutdown override. That mech is effectively offline, which means we can ignore him until our next turn. And I can get a rear angle shot on the Grasshopper. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm more worried about him than I am the Roughneck, just because the energy loadout on the Grasshopper can be pretty deadly at times. We're going to turn off one of the medium pulses to avoid cooking. It's a relatively hot biome. I'm going to look for something Arctic soon, because I love the Arctic aesthetic, and it's nice to fight in the cool air. Everyone likes alpha strikes, using all your guns all the time, so Arctic does help that just a bit. Alright, where do we want the Medusa shooting in? We can get a rear shot on the Grand Dragon, let's go ahead and do that. The SRMs should get decent contact here, but I don't know, the plasma cannons on this guy make him not as killy as I'd like, because it's more of a disabling sort of structure, but having said that, that's a dead Grand Dragon. It's a pretty scary mech as well, honestly. It's a decent chassis. I like it better than the regular Dragon chassis. The Dragon chassis usually is up-engined and doesn't have all that much free tonnage. And we can change the engine out, that's true, and it's relatively fast for the tonnage. It's just, I don't know, 60-ton heavies don't tend to make me that happy. They don't really have the, they have the initiative of a heavy mech, but they don't always carry the armament that you'd expect out of a heavy mech. So we are halfway through our supporting enemy forces. Both of these offer additional paydays. That's part of why, oh god, rear attack, right up close and personal, structure exposed, and our Jenner 2C does have to be pretty careful after this. We're kind of lucky we didn't lose anything there. But, I mean, everything in this game is a calculated risk. So, we calculated our risk, and I thought it was worth it. So, as long as we don't lose the mech, I think that will remain true. Let's get up here with the Blood Asp and finish off this Blackjack if we can. Let's see, I don't want to cook myself. Let's get rid of 2 of the heavy mediums, and we're in the clear. Very nice. Close range Gauss rifles for days, and that's another kill. Good, good. 3 mechs remaining here for our Op 4, well, not including the Insurgent leader, but if it's just him, I think we'll be relatively okay. We're going to move all the way around, get back up to 6 pips of evasion and a better, more protective facing, and go in with a precision strike to slow this Orion down to living on priority 5, or 4 rather. Yeah, I mean, he's the first mech that we shot at, and he's still not dead, which does tell you something about how much I've been splitting fire. But we're going to try and fix that right now. Jenner 2C coming around with those high explosive advanced tactical missiles and the Streak SRM-4. Not enough to do it, honestly. Double engine crit's pretty nice. But he is still alive and well. 54 strength on that. No rear angle shot available from the Kit Fox, so I think we'd be better off going after either the Roughneck or the Grasshopper. Probably the Grasshopper, because we have already damaged his rear arc with the with other mechs previously. Let's shoot in. Nice! Rear CT, structure exposed. Pretty good contact. And this should be the enemy Insurgent leader on that side. He might be close, yep, to getting his guns online. That's PPC. But just barely rolling a miss makes me a happy man. So, good, good, good. Whitworth can go around, and we're going to try and finish off this Grasshopper with those, well, endless LRMs. Shouldn't take too many crits. So, here's the thing. This Grasshopper has Grasshopper Rugged that gives way more internal structure, but LRMs are crit-seeking. So, each engine can only take a certain number of critical rolls before they're dead, and that's how we cored this guy out. So 5 salvageable parts, holy cow. We're just getting way more salvage than I ever really expected. That's pretty crazy. Medusa's going to come around, we're going to see if we can finish off this Orion with those SRMs. Shouldn't need to fire the plasma cannons, so let's cool off a little bit, and let's go in for Precision Strike just to slow this guy down that much more. Really just to, well, I guess it didn't really matter that much. But that's alright. 4 salvageable parts off the Orion. I don't particularly love the Orion chassis either. I used to, but it's just so clunky, and the available hardpoints for weapon placements don't tend to make me the happiest. So we have just the Roughneck left, and I think because of that, we're actually going to start moving over the Blood Ass over to our target, because here's the thing. If we hurt him, but we don't kill him outright, there's a chance that he'll be able to get away. I don't want that, so I'm going to bring as much firepower to bear as quickly. Oh, that's a Battlemaster. Okay, I want 5 pieces of that, please. Sign me up. That would be pretty amazing. We're going to go around and take a shot in at the Roughneck. Small pulses doing their thing. That's good. Ooh, nice, 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 nice. He actually had a way to contain the ammo. That means he had case on that mech. I'm a little bit surprised. Intersphere mechs don't always carry that, but some of the newer tech ones do, I suppose. And let's see what we can get with the HEs. Yeah. Oh, knockdown. I don't like that. Yeah, it's going to potentially give us a pilot injury, which it didn't because he resisted it. But now we can't shoot into that already damaged rear arc, which is kind of obnoxious. Where can I get a good shot? Let's go from right here. Yep, that's fine. We do get to target our own hit location, though, and that should allow us to... I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, the rear center torso is exposed. That would be a perfect shot. We can't take it. Let's just go straight for the CT, honestly. I don't think that's the worst idea right now. That should be fine. Alright, priority 7. That's going to be their Battlemaster. That's really quick for an assault mech. Holy cow. And we're taking a little bit of a beating. I wonder if their pilot is pretty good. That could increase the initiative. Insurgent leader for the pilot. Oh, who knows? Who knows, who knows? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I don't want this guy behind me for very long, so we're going to get the Whitworth around and see if we can hurt this guy just that little bit more, pounding right into that CT. As much as we can. Lots of LRMs, but not enough engine crits to take that guy out. He can't be happy with that situation. Nobody would be happy with that situation. You're getting just circle beaten, I suppose, by an entire lance of mechs. There it is. There's the kill. Very nice. So now it's just down to us and a Battlemaster, and I'd kind of like to see how we do in a pseudo-duel with the Blood Asp. Let's get up close and personal. Precision strike to increase our accuracy. Turn on both the heavy mediums. And let's see what we want to shoot at. Honestly, 10% chance to hit the head. Either one of the Gauss rifle shots would get most of the way there. Let's go for it. I would love to head cap that Battlemaster, but it doesn't look like we were quite able to do it. Structure is exposed, and that's going to be on his right torso. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Honestly, that's alright. Let's get our Jenner out of dodge, because I don't want to lose a mech with only one guy left to kill. So hopefully that's far enough away to keep him out of trouble, and then we can go up and help with things like the Kit Fox. Only 4 evasion pips isn't the best, but let's go ahead and get a precision strike to slow down the Battlemaster a little bit more. 65 right on the right torso, it's exactly where I needed that. We basically skipped the armor on and structure on that guy's arm. And now that we've done that, we can get around the side, and side shots will pile directly into that center torso, which is already damaged by about half. So let's get guns on the way. Not as much contact as I would have liked there, but alright, that's fine. Whitworth coming up, and our LRM should help here as well. Not quite in range of the medium pulses, but that's just the price you pay for that sort of firepower at close range. Knockdown, there it is. We're not going to be able to get all 5 parts in the Battlemaster this time though, because we have ripped off one of the side torsos, even if the pilot does flake, which doesn't look like he's going to do. So let's just go in for the quick and easy, everything firing at once sort of kill, and holy cow, I like this Medusa's aesthetic. Yeah, very nice. Okay, double plasma cannon just to make him that much more nervous. Artemis 4 missiles providing the damage. Plasma residue, we're overheating that Battlemaster now, and everything is just going to hell in a handbasket for him. Okay, he's standing up. Let's see what he wants to get done. Still can't fire most of his guns. I think we did rip off the PPC. Yeah, okay. That's not a happy Battlemaster. Yeah, okay. I mean, fair enough. Blood Asp can get a good shot in. Did we get better? Yeah, okay. Let's go right up close and personal. And fire away. Decent facing, honestly. Should have gone around the front, but it is enough to chew through, and that's going to be the mission. So, thank you guys for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.